Hey everyone, this is Tim Tebow, and you're listening to EA Sports Madden NFL Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Madden NFL 13 podcast, powered by EA Sports Arena. I am AJ. Joining me, Justin Duell, Jenica Pearson, and the Ratings Czar Donny Moore. What is up, guys?
Hello.
What up, what up?
Getting into it today. What's out today? Guess what?
Something called FIFA.
FIFA 13, FIFA Soccer 13 if you're in North America. And it is out worldwide now as of today, the release of this podcast being Friday the 28th. And you can pick it up anywhere. We have a few listeners over across the pond, so thanks for listening, and hopefully you're playing FIFA 13 now. Donnie, you and I have had a chance to play it some.
It's a beautiful game. I love it.
It's a great game. I still say it's called soccer.
I like calling it soccer. That's
Yeah.
how I grew up. So even
what
though
is
I know we're
soccer?
totally looked at as like nerds of the world calling it soccer. But
What's
it's
the literal translation of soccer, though?
See,
Like,
I've talked
where
to
does
some of
soccer
our
get from?
British coworkers, and it actually
what?
was invented by the British. The word soccer, it's derived from association football. So association football, they just shortened it, or
So it's like an
nicknamed
acronym?
it soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a nickname, and then so we took soccer because we had pigskin football and yada yada yada. But who cares? Game's fun. I'm really liking the challenges.
Oh yeah, the skill challenges before
Skill
the
challenges
games. Those are great.
Really fun. I went through and maxed out one of them. Got to
They
legendary.
get
finally
difficult.
on the free kick one.
They get really difficult really quickly.
They do. They get tough, but I don't know. They're really addictive. Just like I played one of them for like 2 hours. Just the same one, just kicking balls at these cardboard boxes.
Right.
For some reason, it was just thrilling.
I love
It's
the.
so fun.
Sounds like the Google Doodle.
It's kind of like
Oh yeah.
it's
On
like
the
if you.
homepage?
It's
Yeah.
like if you had that appeal of like Trials Evolution, the motorcycle game on Xbox Live, where you kind of just have to. It's just
Very
I don't know,
addicting to
stick
beat your
skills.
score.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Really
it's all
quick
about
too.
your scores. Yeah, and you compare it with just your friends or anybody around the world. It's really cool. So
It's like a casual part of a sim game.
it is, but it has the sim elements to it because
It's actually making you a better shooter or whatever
Right.
the drill
Oh,
is.
yeah.
It's improving
Yeah,
your
yeah.
skill there.
It has all the physics and stuff from the game, but you've got like cardboard boxes filling up the entire goal, and you're trying to knock down every
What are
single
some of
cardboard
those
box.
things? What are some of those that could be translated to Madden football?
Like
have all kinds
for
of
future
stuff.
games?
Yeah, potentially.
You got like
Yeah,
a
they-
quarterback throwing through tires or
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
all the
yeah.
Just
stuff.
like a skills challenge
Yeah,
type scenario.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. If there were like tires or something like in your backyard, you're throwing footballs through that, or there's stuff where there's dribbling drills, so you could running back, running through, jumping over hurdles and stuff like that. That would probably be
Ladder drills.
yeah, exactly. Anyway, FIFA 13 in stores now. Also, Jenica, back to NFL talk.
Yeah.
We've been discussing Madden ratings on NFL.com. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so you guys on Tuesdays know, or most of you know, that we do our Madden ratings debate through our social channels where Justin and team post, who do you guys expect to see get ratings for the weekly roster updates? And to kind of take that further on Wednesday mornings or Tuesday nights even, NFL.com will exclusively post 3 of the biggest movers that week in the roster updates. And they have a really cool video to showcase some of those guys, not only in-game in Madden, but also some of their real-time NFL films footage from that week's games that gave them the boost. So this week, Donnie will dive into these guys a little bit more, but we selected Andre Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Christian Ponder to kind of focus on. And we'll be doing that every week on Tuesdays. So far, so good. And if you guys have any questions or if you have any suggestions on how we can make this better, you know where to go.
Very cool. Justin, also speaking of this, we've started posting on Tout. We have the Madden ratings debate on this new social media platform called Tout. And it's kind of, would you describe it as like Twitter except with video?
Instagram, but
video. Yeah. That's probably a better description.
You can link into your Twitter account, but essentially Donnie kicks it off with the 15-second video to introduce. But then we're basically giving everyone here a platform to tell us who deserves an update and why. And the more intensity, the better argument you make, the better overall, and for our entertainment.
We had some special treat this week with our NFL tout video guys.
Yeah,
MJD and Greg Jones himself laid out little videos for us to look at.
Yeah, Greg Jones did not seem happy about Vontae Leach being rated higher than him.
He's the number 2 guy in all of football, and he's not happy. I mean, that goes to show how competitive these guys are.
It's funny you say that, though, because I was watching just happy that, NFL Network's on cable now down here, right? So
yeah, by the way, that is like the coolest, best thing we've heard in I don't know how long.
But it was like the funniest thing.
Red Zone Channel and NFL Network.
Oh, it's great.
You
But
can
it
buy the
was.
sports pass for the Red Zone channel, though.
Yeah, what is
But I
that?
already had it,
$8.
right? Yeah, it's like
Is that like a month or is it like
$8 a
month?
month?
Okay,
Yeah.
big deal.
But so
Boom.
so I'm listening to the morning drive for one of the first times, and the lady on the show, I don't even know who she is at this point, but they're talking about fantasy teams, and they're trying to say that she did a great job. They're interviewing Kristen Ponder, and they said that she picked her team based on looks, and that he was her number 2 quarterback.
Who was number 1?
Aaron Rodgers. And,
Really? Over
and
Brady?
Ponder,
Brady.
Ponder, well, when she drafted, I don't think she had the number 1 pick or whatever it was, but Ponder was like genuinely upset. He was like, huh? Number 2? Really? Thanks a lot. And she goes, well, and he goes, no, whatever. Like he was actually kind of upset about
That's
it.
pretty cool.
So I can see where the whole year number 2, not number 1 thing can go. But then the funny thing with the tout videos was MJD saying that his hands were as good as Larry Fitzgerald.
That was quite the statement. I wonder if Larry Fitzgerald would have anything to say about that. Because I have to disagree.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald's catching for 100 yards of Kevin Kolb throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Like so, I would argue that his hands are good. But you did MJD. We can talk about it later. But he did get some type of increase, right?
He sure did. He's now the sole top running back in Madden at 98 overall after that huge 177-yard performance against the Colts.
All right, we're going to get to those ratings here in the Czar Report. But once again, if you have tout on your phone or cellular device, whatever it is,
EA Madden NFL.
EA Madden NFL, send us your videos.
Let us know
start
who
the debate.
needs to be increased.
Yeah,
Send
exactly.
it, and if you don't
or
wanna-
decrease,
And
really.
decrease, right.
Decreases too.
Who should go down?
Hate on your favorite opponent, and you don't even have to wait till Thursday. If you want to send us a video right after you see something on Sunday, feel free to send it to us.
I agree.
We'll take a look.
If somebody drops 5 balls, just go, hey, shoot us a video. They're 15 seconds long max. Just send it to us at EA Madden NFL. Like, hey, he needs a drop, Donnie. His catch rating needs a drop because he dropped 5 balls. We're listening. All right, next it's the Czar Report.
What's up, guys? Over 400 transactions and player rating adjustments this week in the Week 4 update. The biggest movers on the positive side are T.Y. Hilton, like we mentioned before, from Indianapolis, gets a 5-point boost up to 70 overall. Jamal Charles, he looks like he's back to full health in Kansas City, goes up 2 points to 92 overall.
He looked fast on that big run on Sunday.
He did look like he looked really fast. I think we boosted up his acceleration this week to back where it was before he was hurt. So
Okay.
he's back to full Jamal. Ramsey Barden, he subbed in for Hakeem Nicks on Thursday Night Football and went up 4 points to 73 after going for 100-plus yards. And Michael Johnson from the Cincinnati Bengals had a 3-sack day, and he gets a 3-point boost up to 80 overall.
What about Chris Clemens?
Chris
Seattle.
Clemens in Seattle, I believe, is also going up. Let me pull
4
up the Seattle.
sacks.
He had 4 sacks, right? He
Yeah.
He goes up 2 points to a 93 overall.
Was that in the first quarter?
First half.
First half.
Yeah, because they didn't sack him in the second half.
So
So
I
he
thought
had
they said
4.
they had 5 or 8
They had
sacks.
8 in the first half.
Yeah.
Clemens had 4. Irvin had 2. And then I think KJ Wright had 1. And maybe
And as a
some-
result of that, the Green Bay offensive line pretty much all going down this week. Marshall Newhouse, Brian Beluga, and Jeff Saturday all getting decreases this week in Green Bay.
What about TJ Lang?
TJ
Of new Twitter fame.
I think I moved him up one because he actually was the sole offensive line. Yeah, he did. He goes up to an 86 1 point. He's the sole offensive lineman that had a positive grade from our fine fellows at Pro Football Focus. who I use.
And a positive Twitter grade. He gained, 90,000 followers after
Right.
his
I
brand?
saw something like Golden Tate for making the awesome catch gained 5,000 followers. For going on a Twitter tirade, TJ gained like 90,000. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
that's
pays
great.
to just go crazy, I guess.
Great. I mean, he was, and I loved his apology. I apologize for the F-bombs, and that's it.
Right. Also on the positive side this week is the Arizona defense. Who would have thought that these guys would be playing so well? Really handle the Eagles.
How many people can name someone on the defense other than Patrick Peterson?
Other than me. I could tell you a bunch of guys. Darrell Washington's going up. Kerry Redd's going up. O'Brien Schofield. Sam H.O.
We have his brother. We have his brother.
Emmanuel Acho or Acho, however you say that.
Yeah, I think Acho. Yeah, they're Texas linebackers, right?
Both from Texas, right? They're going up. Another group that's going up is the Buffalo Bills offensive line. I mean, these guys are clearing holes for Fred Jackson, C.J. Spiller, Tashard Choice. It doesn't matter. But all these guys are getting some nice 2-point boost. Eric Wood, Levitre, Cordy Glenn, and Urbic all going up.
They've allowed, one sack all year? Is it one or none?
I don't have that in front of me, but it's very, very few. And like I said, the running game, they're just clearing holes like crazy.
Yeah, it was. And we have a decent defensive line in Cleveland, and they dominate the line of scrimmage all game.
Speaking of Cleveland, we have some guys going up, some guys going down, some guys on the downside. Frosty Rucker going down. How do you say this guy Ruben's first name?
Atala?
Atala.
Yeah,
he's going down a point, as is Mitchell Schwartz. On the positive side, though, Craig Robertson going up, Travis Benjamin going up, and Jordan Cameron going up 2 points to a 67 overall.
Jordan Cameron, I heard someone, I don't remember who it was at work, but they said they were a big fan and may start a fan club.
Maybe get that, was it number 84?
I believe that was yourself,
84,
wasn't it, Justin?
I think it was actually you, Jenica.
No, I don't know him very well.
Do you have a Tumblr page already set up?
Yeah, she actually deactivated her Eric Decker page and started her Jordan Cameron page.
How guilty you guys saw me.
Tune in next week when we have the hottest guys in the NFL list by Jenica Pearson.
Co-hosted by Andrew Johnson.
What if she had ratings changes for all of them?
I think that would be interesting.
That's what we should do every weekend. If every guy that I see on the sidelines without a helmet on, I'll be able to get a better idea of what they look like.
The top 5 movers and the top 5 losers.
Yep,
maybe
you'll have your eyes on all the post game locker room interviews and making sure everything's covered.
An appearance rating in Madden 14.
Sounds good.
Jenica is the appearance czar.
Oh, geez.
I would love to see the people.
Vain. I can't do that.
I would love
to
see the tout videos or guys writing in.
Oh, my goodness.
You'd get famous. It'd be good.
Jordan Cameron should be a 95 overall in appearance.
I think he's going to be the first 100. Just kidding.
You can work hand in hand with the art modelers who are doing all the faces and everything.
No.
All right, to finally wrap this up on the negative side.
Can I just ask about Michael LaShore, though? Because my boy came out and... first game.
You called it, right, Jennifer?
First game in the NFL.
100 yards.
Touchdown.
He did carry about 26 times. His yards per carry was a little low.
They sat him, though, because he was fatigued.
That makes sense.
I have a question.
He's actually getting a 1-point boost.
Someone offered me LaShore for Steven Jackson in my fantasy football league. What do you think?
I have both of them on one of my teams.
Is this where you and Eric share a team?
And I just switched. Because Eric came and asked me the question. Same one.
Did he really?
Yeah, he asked me what I thought long-term LaShore was going to be able to do. And I go, it's hard to tell. I mean, this is his first game in the NFL, and he rushed for over 100 yards with a TD against a pretty good...
Do you remember...
Against a pretty good
rush
defense.
They're giving the ball a lot, though. That's the good thing.
Do you remember what Javid Best in his first few games in the NFL? He was awesome.
Well, he also... It's not the same size.
LaShore just needs to get his lungs underneath him and get back into the game, and he'll be fine.
Very, very valid. But, Steven Jackson, if he produces the same way he did last year and the year before, then maybe. But after the first 3 weeks...
I'd keep Jackson.
The guy's kind of
It's the problem is because
lagging.
Everybody's putting 9 in the box against the Rams.
They can't really do that, though, because Sam Bradford can still throw the ball.
Not when that offensive line doesn't protect.
Exactly. And I don't know, other than Amendola and maybe Lance Kendricks, who do they got?
Gibson. Is it Brandon Gibson?
If you can't remember their name, he's not that good.
And finally, here to close out this Czar report, we got some losers named the names of Mike Harris from San Diego. He's going down 4 points. He's got to be probably the weakest starting tackle in football. The Chargers need Jared Gaither back quick. Dan Carpenter, Shanky, he lost 3 points this week to 78 overall after just totally losing it for the Dolphins. Godfrey goes down 2 points for the Panthers. And Mackenzie Bernadou for the Cowboys goes down 3 points. Oh, also CJ 0K is down to 85 overall.
Did you call out the equipment changes, Donnie? Because you guys did a bunch.
Yeah,
of those.
I continue with some of the equipment changes. I have a guy out there on the forums. His name's Dustin Smith. He's actually on Twitter now. I think his name Equipment Guru.
Yeah.
I think is his Twitter handle, and he's basically in charge of keeping track of all the equipment changes. And we did about 200 different equipment updates this week, and we'll have more in the next upcoming weeks.
Very cool, Donnie. That is the Czar Report. Next, we've got the Collector's Corner. All right, joining us now on the Collector's Corner, we've got producer Matt Christman and Michael Foster. community manager for Madden Ultimate Team. Tom's not here today, guys. What's up?
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Matt's getting thrown to the podcast wolves.
Matt is the replacement Tom Lischke.
Oh, man.
Tom was indisposed today. However, you guys are still going to bring it with the Madden Ultimate Team news. What have you got for us this week?
So we just want to send a shout-out real quick to Alex Hara, who won the Ray Lewis Elite Collection Reward last week for guessing our trivia question. It was an easy one, but yeah, where was Ray Lewis? Where did he go to high school? And that would be...
Hey, I know that. That's my high school, actually.
Yeah, Kathleen.
That's right.
Lakeland. It's my old haunts, too, so... Good stuff. Congrats to him. We will be giving away a Legend Pack at the end of the podcast, so stay tuned.
Ooh, a Legend Pack.
Yep, Legend Pack.
I've opened a couple of those, and they're always good.
Yes, they are. Sweet. Yeah, so this week we got the Coin Up Challenge again on Sunday night. Going with Giants-Eagles. Eli Manning versus Shady McCoy. So
okay.
Previously we've been doing two players from the same position. It would be Brady versus Flacco or wide receiver, tight ends, a little different, but same stats we were tracking. But this time we're going with a quarterback, halfback. So you kind of have to make a decision there, because we give you more coins if Shady scores a touchdown than if Eli throws a touchdown. But obviously, Eli's got a better chance of throwing those touchdowns. So you gotta make a decision there.
So Eli should be $750 per touchdown, and Shady will be $1,000 per touchdown.
Yep.
All right.
So it's good
So
stuff.
an interesting twist on the Coin Up Challenge this week.
Yep, that should be live this weekend. And remember, guys, it cuts we take it down about 9 o'clock the day of the game, 9 a.m. in the morning. So make sure you get those in before we take it out.
Okay. Also, I see you have a new Ultimate Legend,
Gene Upshaw.
Gene Upshaw.
Mean Gene.
Yeah.
What do you think, Donnie?
He looks sick, too. I remember I dressed this guy, and he's got, the coolest looking equipment from, the 70s of any player in the game. He's got, these big armbands or big arm pads, and he's ruthless, man. He's ready to create some running holes.
Nice.
He's one of those. He's kind of one of those mutt secret weapons. A lot of guys swear by that guy because we don't have too many 99 offensive linemen, so this is kind of a big deal. Have Gene Upshaw coming out this weekend.
Very cool. What else you got for us?
So we got to. I don't know if you guys remember, we did a program last year where we put cards into Mutt 12 packs that you could. They're rookies from the 2012 draft that we could take into Madden Ultimate Team this year, and
those are the keeper cards.
The keeper cards, yeah. So part of that is that they're going to be updating dynamically. So we're actually going to be doing that for the first time this weekend. You're going to be seeing some of those keepers change. RG3 is going up. Mark Barron, Trent Richardson.
Oh,
now,
nice.
are they going to try to reflect the current ratings as of the roster updates? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it's from the last Friday or so.
Yeah, it's cool. Mutt's never had anything like this where the cards themselves sort of dynamically update. So it's going to be neat to see that this week.
Trent Richardson, plus after tonight.
We'll see.
I guess we'll see.
Big Baltimore coming to town.
Justin has some hot sports opinions on that.
Most of it Cleveland related.
Yeah.
I got a lot.
Michael, don't let him shoot your wheels off here.
Yeah. So I think the last thing that you might see this weekend, or you will be seeing this weekend, is that. So we know it's a little difficult getting into mud, especially when you start out with that. The team is sort of lower OVR players. So what we're going to introduce is this thing called essentially a value pack. It's kind of a thing that you really should just buy one time, but it upgrades your entire team. So you go from guys that are in low 60s to mid 70s around there. Easy, cheap way to boost your team massively. So you should see that this weekend too. It's a big deal.
It's
very cool.
One guy at every position too. So
yeah, it's good stuff.
Nice. Oh, Justin,
Yeah, and don't forget about Saturday mornings giveaway.
Yeah.
Madden page. This week we have a special card from our Game of the Week collection. I believe it's Shady McCoy, right?
That would be the case. It's his elite card. You actually can't get this card anymore at all in packs. I don't think you're ever going to have a chance to get this card again. So,
and it's pretty simple. You simply just go to EA Sports Madden NFL Facebook page, like the post on Saturday morning, and then on Monday morning, Michael randomly chooses a lucky winner, and you're contacted and awarded the card.
Yep.
very cool.
So yeah, look for that on Saturday.
All right. Now the part that everybody's been waiting for.
Indeed.
We got to give away this Legend Pack. Once again, the rules are these. These are the rules. What am I saying? You're just going to email your answer. The first person to correctly answer this question by emailing us at contests@ea.com is going to win a free legendary pack from Michael Foster here. So, Michael, what's our trivia question?
All right, so you guys have given me crap the last 2 weeks about the trivia question, so this one's a little bit more MUT-specific this time.
All right.
Still pretty bad, but anyway, so we just released the Torrey Smith limited edition card last night.
Okay.
It was pretty awesome. But so here's what we want to know. First person to let us know what his jump rating is.
Ooh.
So
I know.
You're going to have to, well,
Donnie,
I
can't.
As an
Okay, my bad,
employee,
my bad.
you are exempt, Donnie, but thank you. So yeah, let us know his jumping rating. You got to dig a little deep for it. But yeah, first person to email us at contests@ea.com. Oh, yeah, also give us your gamer tag and PSN ID, too.
Yeah. Send your gamer tag, PSN ID, contests@ea.com. And once again, you got to answer, what is Torrey Smith's jump rating in the regular rosters? This is nothing else, but in the most up-to-date rosters, correct?
Sure.
And that is going to get you a free legendary pack if you're the first person to answer. So if you're one of those guys that listens to the podcast on his iPhone, iPad, iTouch, whatever device, while you're playing the game, you're probably going to have the quickest shot at this. All right. Thanks, guys. That's it for the Collector's Corner. Next, we're going to make our NFL picks. All right, now it's time for the NFL picks as well as the Madden simulation picks for this week's batch of NFL games. The Thursday night game, so last night as of the hearing of this podcast for you, and tonight, as of the recording of this podcast, we've got Browns at Ravens. But first, Donnie, let's go over last week's results.
It was an ugly week. I hope nobody out there was using our picks as a basis to make any sort of bets or anything crazy like that, anything illegal. Shouldn't have done it. Anyways, but
You're going to have a broken bone.
you would have been very sad if you would use our picks. The leader from last week is Miss Jenica Pearson at 9-7.
Ouch!
So she had the best.
The best record is 9-7. We did not do well.
Right.
No.
She had some insider news.
Then we
Sure.
have Justin, who actually had the second best week at 7-9. 2 games below 500.
Ouch.
Was the second best. AJ, you were third place at 6-10.
Respectable third.
And then myself and Mr. Madden Simulation bring up the rear at 5-11.
I just want to, we were talking about this before. The Madden Sim picked games that were, if not overtime decisions, were decisions made by replacement refs.
They picked. Look, the Madden Sim got the Bengals game right.
Okay.
I was 500 before the refs got me.
Go.
So basically, to recap, we have myself in first at 26-22, and then there's a 3-way tie between the three of you at 24 and 24, 500. So it's going to be an interesting week.
Respectable.
And then there's the Madden Sim.
And then Madden Sim has got a little ways to go at 22 and 26.
This
So
is
on
where-
to week 4.
This is where I build
All
my
right.
league, my comeback.
All right. So Thursday night game.
TNF.
We got Browns at Ravens. I think we all know what Justin's going to pick, but let's go ahead and hear from him.
Let's hear this. Let's hear the logic.
So, I may have a new strategy.
Uh-oh.
Seems to be every time I pick this game, I'm wrong. Right? The last time I was right in the Browns pick was November 20th of last year. So the last time we had a victory, I was actually at that game.
Well, gosh,
We
maybe
beat
you
the
need to go back
Jags.
so they can win again.
No, but I'm considering not picking them to give them credit to win. But then that's kind of wrong of me, right?
Because then if they if they win and you pick them not to win,
Right.
it's still rude.
Yeah, because and Jenica's just talking me into picking my team so I lose. But I actually do believe the Browns will win tonight, so I'll take the Browns.
All right.
Wow.
Trent Richardson,
On the
100 yards.
road.
100 yards, prime time against the Ravens.
On the road.
This game is in Baltimore against one of the best teams in football. Torrey Smith and Joe Flacco look
Coming
to
off
be
a
hitting on
huge
all
win.
cylinders. Ray Rice.
Coming off a huge win.
Baltimore.
Trent's going to hit Uncle Ray in his chest.
Okay.
Everybody Baltimore but Justin?
Including the Sim, yes.
All right. Next, we go on to Sunday's games. We got Patriots at Bills. We got a lot of rivalry games this week, division rivalry games. But Patriots at Bills.
Spiller and Jackson both expected to play now, right?
What? Spiller?
Yeah, that's what I just saw. He may play Sunday.
Really?
I think the new news I saw was that all the referees in this game are going to be wearing like these real protective like arm guards because Belichick's going to be on the sidelines.
That
Belichick's a
is
monster.
terrible.
So
That's a bad joke.
I thought it was good.
Is that Are you talking about Chad Masters?
2.5 of
Yeah, but
Tough
all
crowd.
of the
5 stars.
But yeah, the
Going
the
with New England here.
The original refs are back, so they're not going to need him. They're going to actually make
Belichick
the right
won't
calls.
mess with them, will he?
Chad Masters.
I can't see the Patriots going 1-3 to start the season, so I'm going to take the Patriots.
Patriots.
It's in New England, right?
No,
Nope,
it's in
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Oh, I'll still go New England because they have to win.
Madden Sim takes New England as well.
All right, then
Would
we
you
got.
go, Donnie?
I went New England.
Okay.
All right, then we got Niners at Jets. I'm gonna take the Niners here.
No Darrelle Revis. He's gone for the year. I think that's a huge loss for this Jets defense.
And I saw that their run defense is ranked 28th in the league.
the Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah, they're
So
Frank
who are
Gore
the
could have
on
a good
reputation.
day.
Who are like the 4 teams below them?
I don't know.
probably Tampa.
The Browns are one of the worst run Ds.
All of this is this San Francisco
Means
sweep.
Ray Rice
San
is gonna have
Francisco
200
sweep.
yards.
San Francisco sweep. That was a good one.
That was
Yes.
worse than mine.
So Madden picked San Francisco as well.
Yeah, I'm San Francisco.
All right, Seahawks at Rams. I got Seahawks.
Are you guys still on this Rams kick? Because
See,
both of
I
you
got
have
burned
picked.
last week. Yeah, we got-
both of you have picked the Rams the last 3 games, pretty much.
I got burned, and the Seahawks won a big win on Monday Night Football.
Seahawks
obviously.
defense is crazy.
Definitely a big win.
I have to go with Seattle.
Seattle here too.
Seattle across the board. Even the Madden Sim.
We might all have the same picks this
I
week.
know.
This would be
Okay,
scary.
Panthers at Falcons. Got
Oh.
the Falcons.
No doubt, Falcons.
With you, guys.
Is at Atlanta. you
It's
said?
at Atlanta.
Seems like the NFL has discovered Cam Newton's kryptonite.
I'll go Atlanta.
He does not look so super.
Who can
this
stop
season.
Matt Ryan and Julio and Roddy and
Yeah.
Tony G and
Harry
got lots of
Douglas.
weapons?
in their defense?
Tony G is having like one of his best years, and it's his 13th year.
His final year.
It's crazy.
Their
well,
defense is really
we'll
good.
see.
I heard after he's done, he might go play for the Miami Heat.
Take his talents to
With Juwan
South
Howard.
Yeah. Juwan Howard, 84 years old.
Beach. Does Madden Sim also have the Falcons?
Madden Sim also
Sweep.
has the
All
Atlanta
right.
Falcons.
Next, we have Vikings at Lions. Jenica, you got to be pretty excited about this game.
Yeah, it's one of our it is our first NFC North matchup of the season. So, I mean, the Vikings put the hurt on the 49ers, who everybody thought was going to be like the team to beat this year. And I'm taking the Lions. They're coming off of one great game last week. Faulty, ball wasn't supposed to snapped on a 4th down. Quarterback Sean Hill was not ready for that. So
So it doesn't matter, Sean Hill or Stafford. You still like Lions. Either way.
well,
Or Stafford playing for sure.
Stafford's supposedly playing. It was a knee issue that was the MRI came back negative, so I think he's going to start the game at least.
Okay.
And Sean Hill came in and threw 2 great passes for touchdowns that got them back in the game. So either or,
Who did you go with, Donnie?
taking the Lions.
I haven't picked yet.
I'll go. This is my upset. I think the Vikings will win.
It's at home.
I was
At
very
home
much
for
on the
the
fence on
Lions.
this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on the fence, too.
That defense, man. And Peterson didn't even have a great game last week, and they won.
And Jerome Simpson's back.
But
this week.
Christian
Jerome
Ponder,
Simpson's back.
Christian Ponder had a great game.
No, but I think what Simpson does really opens up Harvin.
I'm going with Detroit at home in a really close game.
I think it's going to be close as well.
I'll take the Vikings then.
The simulator breaks the tie. Who's he say?
Lions.
Lions. All right.
I had a really good talk with him today, so I think I swayed his pick.
the Madden Sim.
The Madison.
All right. Then we've got Chargers at Chiefs. I will take the Chiefs at home.
I'm going to take the Chargers.
Chargers do not look good, though.
Neither do the Chiefs.
No, I know. It's too.
I'm going to go Kansas City at home.
I have Chiefs at home.
Me and the Madden Sim are hanging out. He's taking San Diego.
Okay.
Santiago.
Then in the last 1 o'clock game, we've got Titans at Texans. I think this is probably pretty easy for all of us.
Double-digit spread here. Texans
Really?
are
The
big
Titans,
favorites.
I mean, the Titans were favored last week, and they came out of nowhere. Jake Locker
The thing
running
is
into touchdown.
Locker
and
plays well.
Yeah, he
but
did.
They haven't got anything from the running game.
and their defense. came in.
Texans are just really
Houston
good.
for me.
Texans, yeah. Texans for everyone, including Madden Sim.
All right. Then we got Bengals at Jaguars.
Bengals.
Don't love either of these
There's
teams,
no one.
but-
There's two
yeah.
receivers in the league over 300 yards: Calvin and AJ Green.
Yeah, AJ Green.
Andy
is
Dalton
really good.
is really
Yeah.
playing well early in the season here.
Andy Dalton, man, and Andre Hawkins.
I got the Bengals.
Jacksonville
As well.
came off a big win on the road, and now they're going to get one at home. MJD and Greg Jones called a homer pick since we just saw them this week, but I like what Jacksonville brings to the table.
Their running game should be successful.
AJ, you said who?
I said Bengals.
Do you think that they're going to utilize Justin Blackmon more than they are now?
It's all about Gabbard if he can get the ball to him. I'm sure they want to get the ball to him, but, we'll see. We'll have to see.
We will.
How much can we analyze this game?
I'm going to take
I think
the
we should analyze it a little bit more.
The Bengals.
Okay, and the simulator says who?
Bengals.
All right, I'm the only Jaguar.
All
You're
right.
the only Jaguar.
Then we have my Broncos playing at home against the Raiders.
Talk to us, AJ.
I don't
Break it
love,
Spread
down.
your knowledge.
I don't love the way the Broncos look so far.
Would they have a better record if Tim Tebow's their quarterback?
Probably not.
Do you think they'd have a better record if John Elway came downstairs and played?
Maybe.
He could still sling the ball.
Maybe. I
guarantee
bet you we can.
You see him on those commercials, hair commercials.
you
or
can.
those
He's
skin-
He
got
might
whatever.
feel
He's
horrible
dad
the next
strength.
day.
He's
Does
got
he
dad
still
strength. He
own
might
John
be able to
Elway
throw
Ford
75 yards.
down in Miami?
Who knows?
Probably. I'm taking the Raiders on this one. Sorry.
Mixing it up. I'm going Denver at home.
I'm taking Denver at home. If it was in Oakland, I might go the other way. I don't know.
Denver, although I want to see Oakland win.
And the Madden Sim takes Denver as well. So I am the only one that stands alone here.
Okay.
Just positioning myself for greatness, guys. Don't worry.
Then we've got the Dolphins at Cardinals. Beanie Wells not going to play.
IR, turf toe.
Does that even matter, really, right? I mean, he's such a...
Ryan Williams is going to get his
ineffective runner.
full shot.
Anybody pick up Ryan Williams in their fantasy teams?
I happened to drop him last week in all my leagues.
He's
after
not
he stunk
even
it up.
He's not even close to available in my serious league. Like, he was drafted. It's pretty serious.
So who
I
are you taking?
refuse. I'm going to be the one guy that refuses to get on the bandwagon, and I'm going with the Dolphins.
Make that two.
I'm going with the Cardinals at home.
Cardinals.
And the Madden Sim has also selected the Cardinals.
All right, we've also got
I feel about that pick now.
RG3 and the Redskins against Donnie's Bucks in Tampa. Donnie,
This
you
is a
wanna
tough
kick it
game.
off?
I mean, the Buccaneers have been playing really, really tough. I mean, they lost 2 close games to Dallas and the Giants back to back. Playing another NFC East team right in a row. This time, the Bucs are going to get the best of them, and they are going to take down RG3.
I take the Bucks as well.
Who keeps waving here?
I'm taking the Redskins.
I think this is the big game for Doug Martin. There's no, I mean, that Redskins D is not very good right now after losing Carragher and Arakpo.
So you're going TB?
Yeah.
And the Sim says?
The Sim says
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Wow. Okay.
I love, don't get me wrong, I like watching RG3 play.
Yeah, he had 85 yards and a rushing touchdown last week.
I think he's the number one
Pretty
fantasy
good.
scorer in all leagues right now. So
Yeah.
the guy's good.
I have him and Cam Newton, and I just made the switch at starting quarterback this week.
Yeah,
so
you got to.
RG3 will be my starting quarterback. Also, we've got the Saints at Packers. This should be an interesting game.
One of these teams are effectively eliminated from the playoffs after this game.
Yeah.
And I think that team eliminated is going to be New Orleans because Green Bay will win.
Yeah,
I
think Green
agree.
Bay wins at
Huge
home.
bounce back game. I mean, you
Agree.
kidding
Oh,
me?
yeah.
I would hate to be
They're
the
going to be
Saints this week.
fired up.
They're going
Yeah.
to be. They're going to be killing. The
Everyone's
Saints.
healthy too, right?
Jennings is still a little.
But he
playing.
had quite
Killing
the
my
game.
fantasy team right now.
He had quite the game.
Green Bay for simulator.
Green Bay.
We've all
All
got
right,
Green
2
Bay.
games left.
All right, we got another division rivalry in the Giants at Eagles on Sunday Night Football.
Numbers wise, Eli Manning is the top quarterback in the NFL right now, so I'm taking the Giants.
Fantasy
We
QB.
just said that Robert Griffin was, though.
That's fantasy. I said just
Top quarterback.
Quarterback in the NFL, like the
Oh,
actual
okay.
game.
And what actually matters. You can live in fantasy. I'll live and die and roll with
But
Eli.
I don't understand what you mean. Like, please explain what these numbers.
Touchdown passes, throws, completions,
Same stuff
everything.
fantasy calculates.
How about
Things
this?
that-
That's
here?
the
Yeah.
same stuff.
No, but that's-
rushing yards, passing yards.
No,
Have
'cause
you- are you
touchdowns.
Eli
doesn't
does
score-
it in the clutch.
Yeah.
Is the difference. Like
Okay,
Eli,
so these
Eli's
are
the most
arbitrary-
clutch quarterback in football.
These
Like
are
I think that's
arbitrary,
fair.
like, numbers.
It is until you're in the
What do you
Super
mean
Bowl and Tom
arbitrary
Brady
numbers?
doesn't win.
Arbitrary numbers are this is
You
the
just
NFL.
said
This is not
crunch
fantasy.
time.
That's Justin said that.
Okay.
Clutch
Clutch
matters.
time is not a stat.
It is in Madden.
It is when you're talking.
have a trait.
Everybody
never
plays
mind.
to win
You're
Super
right.
Bowl rings.
Not to win fantasy football's leading scorer of
That-
2012.
Hey,
I'll be honest. I'm not in the Super Bowl ring business. I'm in the fantasy Super Bowl business personally.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Giants.
Anyway,
That comment was for you, Farles.
I'm going with the Eagles at home. They have to turn this terrible sinking ship around soon.
And if they don't,
Andy Reid's probably looking for a new job.
I got the Giants.
This is the prime fantasy game of the week for me. I
Yeah.
start Shady McCoy, Eli Manning, and Akeem Nicks in the game.
Wow.
So I'm looking for like a
You'll be down by like
42
100 points going into that game, and then you'll probably come back.
straight through. Yeah, I'm looking for like a shootout, 49-42, no defense.
Who are you picking?
Giants.
So 3 of us are taking the Giants, right?
And
Jenica, you're taking the Giants too?
The football
Yes.
simulator says.
the Giants.
That front four.
All right.
is
Donnie's the
gonna
only one taking the
dominate.
Eagles.
And they're favored, so I'll take it.
Last game, Monday night game, Bears at Cowboys.
This is the game to figure out who's for real.
I like Dallas at home.
Dallas.
In a big one, too. I think the Bears are the pretenders this year. I don't like...
Yeah.
Matt Forte might be back, but still. And Michael Bush is hurt.
I just want to real quick toot my own horn here. The most unappreciated defense in the league. I've been saying this to people. The moment Rob Ryan got a shutdown corner like he had even with the Browns, it's a whole different ball game, and now he might have 2.
Now he has 2, right?
Because that defense, the blitzes
I'll
they
agree with
run,
you. Like, they don't have the fantasy numbers, and so I'm probably going to contradict myself here. They don't really have the fantasy numbers like sacks and interceptions
all
yet,
that matters is points.
but they're stopping people.
Who cares?
They're getting
Like-
stops. They're making people punt. So I think the Cowboys have a pretty
It does-
good
yeah,
defense.
there's so many
They just can't get
quarterbacks.
They can't get that offense going, really.
That's where it's at because it doesn't matter. Look how many defenses or quarterbacks get yards from the 20 to the 20.
Yeah.
Those yards don't matter. That's
It's
those.
their O-line, man. Their O-line is what's sort of been the negative
Oh yeah,
so far.
you
this
just got a
season.
young left tackle, and
Tyron Smith.
Yeah, and Free hasn't necessarily played.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
actually went down this week.
Yeah.
So
Who are we going?
Who are we taking?
I took Dallas.
I took Dallas.
Dallas, and I look for Witten to have a breakout game.
Okay.
I took Dallas as well, and so does the Sim.
All right.
And that's a wrap.
Those are the Week 4 NFL picks for us and the Madden simulation. Guys, anything else before we close out the show?
Go Browns.
Go Broncos. We're not all going to say that, are we?
No.
Jenica's
you
like,
two.
Call me Jordan Cameron, maybe. right?
No,
Call me Jordan
I'm all right.
Call me maybe.
Thanks, I appreciate that, but I'm currently.
I can see a
taken.
viral video taken off there.
Of
No.
Jenica just like here.
Yeah.
Doing the
With
maybe
the
song, yeah.
That's really nice, you guys, but
I'd like to see how
unfortunately,
red her face would get if he walked into this studio.
We
right
could
now.
we could probably
No.
make a phone call happen, right?
I'm all right.
Yeah, we
He's
probably
like a
could.
third-string tight end. Yeah, I don't think it's not necessarily off the...
I'm actually gonna.
Out of the
I'm gonna
ordinary.
be sick that day.
One day, I think we don't tell her, and we get Eric Decker and Jordan Cameron on the phone. We three-way it in,
No,
and we're having a call, and we're like,
absolutely not.
So,
I won't
Jenica,
answer.
who
I
do you
won't.
have-
I will not.
they basically sit in a room and have a stare competition versus
Yeah,
Jennifer.
yeah,
I will
Who
not.
blinks first?
I will not.
who gets
respond.
that elusive 100?
I will not say a word. Period.
All right. That wraps it up for this week. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. This has been the Madden NFL 13 podcast powered by EA Sports Arena. We'll see you next week.